Okay, this video will show how to seal the thermal brake on a Westwood 250 glazed to frame unit. The tools required are Cheney Moorhead seam sealer and silicone, compatible with the silicone we use in our units, Dow Corning 1195, and a Cheney Moorhead seam sealer, a rubber mallet, a painter's tool, a flexible putty knife, alcohol, rags, and a suction cup. Okay, first you're going to take your painter's tool and your rubber mallet, and we need to remove the stops in order to pull the glass. Just get the painter's tool in the stop there, and then work your way all the way up to get the glass stop off. All the way up to the top, and then you can get your stop in, your tool in there, pry it away from the frame. Then you can get your stop out. Remove all four in order to remove the glass. After you get the glass stop off, you'll have to have one person inside with the putty knife and another one outside with a suction cup, relieving the pressure of the glass, and the person on the inside will use the putty knife to relieve the silicone in each corner. There's about 6 inches of silicone on each corner of the glass, so you'll have to relieve that before you can take out the glass. So just pull a little bit on the suction cup while the person inside slips the putty knife in and cuts the silicone loose. Okay, once you get the glass out, you're going to have to remove the glazing blocks and all the sealant, seam sealer, and everything from the corners, and then clean everything really good with alcohol before we can reseal it. Okay, once you have all the sealant removed, everything wiped down with alcohol, you're going to want to pull out the bulb vinyl just about an inch or two from the joints in the frame. That way you can get it sealed up with seam sealer where it may be leaking from. Okay, we prefer to use the Cheney Moorhead seam sealer on all the joints. You can use silicone or some compatible sealant recommended by Fleetwood. Just go ahead and fill that joint in with the seam sealer. Get it down in every little joint, every little seam. Go back over the weld, the old sealant. Okay, then you're going to want to get the bulb vinyl back in the channel. You want to tuck one side in, and then you can take your putty knife or your glass stop tool, your painter's tool, and just tuck it all back in there. A small flat screwdriver works good also. Just get it all tucked back in there, pushed back down in there, and all sealed up behind it, and then go ahead and do the same to the top. Get it all tucked in, just like that. Okay, once you have the other corner sealed up the same way, you're going to take your silicone, and now you're going to fill in the thermal brake just to isolate it from any water getting in the system. You're going to want to go up about 6 to 8 inches up the side, and then completely across the bottom with a nice cap bead of silicone. And then you're going to want to tool it in with your finger or any kind of silicone tool to just cap that completely off. That way there's no water can even get to the thermal brake. You're going to want to do it all the way across the bottom. Okay, once you're all done sealing the thermal brake completely across and the other joint, you can go ahead and prepare the frame to put the glass back in. by placing your glazing blocks back in the position they are in based on the notches in the glass stop. Go ahead and run your silicone around the corners again. Do that to all 4 corners. Put your other the glazing block in, and pop the glass back in. Okay, it's recommended, especially if you're in extreme weather conditions, since you have the glass out, just go ahead and wet glaze the entire frame, and that'll guarantee a very tight seal with the glass. You won't have to worry about any water getting by the glass and frame. So just run a bead right up against the vinyl all the way around the frame to wet glaze the glass in.